So I think so it is very trendy nowadays to talk against Islam in United States and in United Kingdom as well, because here's the thing, I just found this video 2 days ago with 41k views with a channel that actually had 263k subscribers, and I was like, let me take a look at the channel, right? And whenever I pulled up on the channel, I was like, bro, she's getting like 2,000 to 14,000 views in average, but whenever she makes a video on Muslims, she gets like more than average views, right? Even when I am going on to her popular videos, this is what I see. Because at the end of the day, she's only getting views whenever she's making videos against Islam. She's not getting views other than that, right? So I was like, let me take a look at her content. Every single video that is labeled for Islam or has something about Islam or against Islam gets more views. So her content is literally getting ran by Islam. So, but she's then again, she's a white liberal woman, right? So I saw this video where it says Muslim preacher is calling for dash in the UK, and I think so you guys know what the dash is for. But we are going to watch this video and we are going to respond to it and react to it at the same time. Let's go.
Don't watch this video under any circumstances if you are one of the people out there who believe that women should be able to walk around wearing whatever they like without having to take responsibility if they get raped. Because if you feel that way, if you feel that women should just be allowed to walk around freely and not have to suffer consequences because of that, then this video is going to make you extraordinarily mad in the way that it has made me. And
okay, dude, stop punching your mic. The video hasn't even started. Chill, bro.
I don't want you to be mad, so just scroll on, move away. But if you are somebody that does think this, then let's watch a little bit about what is going on right now, because this video, prepare yourselves. By the way, welcome to the Pushback. I'm Meira K.
An Islamic preacher in UK wishes British women would be harassed by men for wearing shorts. Islam is a huge problem. It's a 2-minute video and she's made a 10-minute video out of it. No, first of all, in Islam, if you are not Muslim, if you're non-Muslim, right, then you can wear whatever you want. Like, I could care less about what you're wearing. But let's watch the video. Radio Genoa, I think so this is a UK account and it is pretty Islamophobic. So, I'm just going to have an open mind and I'm going to watch this video.
To help us get the word out there, because the pushback is growing. We are finally pushing back. 1, 2, 3.
Pushback is growing? Your views say otherwise. What?
Breathe in, breathe out. You are going to be infuriated.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Don't knock me off.
Yeah, so what happened?
Where's he gone? He was saying that I deserve to get rid of my shorts.
It is very trendy in the UK and United States to talk against Islam to get votes and to get views as well. So yeah, that's all that I'm saying. It has only been 7 seconds.
They have their own way. These young ladies would have just come up with something randomly without there having been something said. But whether it was exactly what you said or seen as that's what you said.
What you are saying, you are reasoning
What's going
with
on?
them. Now, what
the young ladies have made sorry, I don't want to be on camera.
Okay, yeah, what's going on?
The young ladies have made an allegation that the gentleman has said that they deserve to be raped. It's not. It's all an allegation. There's no investigation in it. I'm just asking the gentleman what his side of the thing is.
Okay, so you have this guy who, I don't know for certain, but a little birdie inside me tells me that he is an immigrant. And even if he isn't, doesn't really matter. He is clearly an Islamist, as you can see by this, where he's telling everybody that they should convert to Islam. And 2 girls are walking past, and he decides to tell them that their outfit means that they deserve to be raped. This isn't happening in Afghanistan, where this woman would just literally be put.
Bro, the UK government is giving out visas like candies. So it's like, if they don't want these people in the country, then why are they giving out visas? Like, and at the end of the day, we haven't even heard of what the guy is actually going to say. And Myra is actually making allegations before even starting to hear anything from the guy. So yeah, I'm gonna hear what the guy is saying, then I'm gonna say what I think.
In prison or executed. This is happening in the UK. As you can see here, there's a British bank right there. This is happening in the UK, where this girl is walking and somebody stops her and tells her she deserves to be graped for her outfit.
You can see how hateful this woman is against Islam because she has already made up her mind before even listening to the other guy, right? She's already made up her mind that, hey, the guy actually has said this to the girl.
But he's been very
What
recent.
lady? Excuse me, what happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Don't knock me off.
Yeah, so what happened?
Where's he gone? He was saying I deserve to get my shorts.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
And why would he even say that? Excuse me, sorry. Why would he even say that?
Did you hear me saying it?
But they
No,
claim he
did you
said
hear me
it.
saying it?
But they claim he said
But you
it.
are accusing me of it.
I'm not accusing
because
you.
you agree. You say, why would I say that? That's
Yeah.
He's also right. He's also right. Did anybody hear him say that to those two women? If yes, then there should be some witnesses there that will say that, yes, I heard this guy say this to these women.
an agreement.
Yeah,
You
so
agree with it.
no, I'm
That's
asking.
the type of society we are living.
Okay, let's watch exactly what this guy manages to come up with as his excuse and probably figure out how to blame.
You see how she says as his excuse? She does not have an open mind. She is actually against Islam because her content actually took off for Islam, like going against Islam. That is what her content took off for. And she actually has to do this for the rest of her life, even if she doesn't like it, because at the end of the day, her content revolves around Islam, right?
Literally everybody except for himself for the things that we all kind of know he probably did said. But first, a word from our sponsor. I can't even tell you how mad I am about this video.
Bro, it has been 1 minute into the video and you haven't even heard the other guy explain himself, the guy that allegedly said these kind of things to the woman, and you're already mad. So that actually tells me that you have already made up your mind before even watching the video.
I literally...
You're getting this mad over a video, bro. Like, come on. You haven't even heard the guy.
It's okay, Myra. We can do this.
No,
You
I
agree with it.
no, I asked you a
Because you
question.
come to me and say, why do you say that?
Yeah, so now,
Yes,
so
that
now,
means
so
you
now,
agree
no,
with what
now,
they're saying.
now you explain to me.
No. You agree with what they are saying.
I didn't agree with her.
You are not a judge. So you have
Now that I hear his accent, I can tell you 1000% that this man was not born in the UK. Which brings...
So are you saying that just cause he's black, he's not from UK? So his accent actually tells you he's not from UK. I can say that you're not from United States because you sound more British to me than somebody from United States.
us to the problem in and of itself. Why would you import people with this ideology? Why? Again, remember, this is the type of man...
I think so she's losing her mind, to be honest. Here's the thing. The government imported him. And I'm going to say this again right here. If UK doesn't want Muslims, they need to stop giving out visas. It's that easy. It is literally that easy.
who stands on the street and has the audacity to yell these things at women, to like say it, which means that it would take literally no effort to figure out that
There is no evidence that he said those kind of things. Just as I don't believe those women, I don't believe him as well. If he did say those kind of things, then he shouldn't be allowed to like preach Islam, right? If he said those things, he should be thrown in jail and he shouldn't be allowed to preach Islam. But there is no evidence that he said those things.
this is what he
She has already made up her mind that the guy is guilty.
believes.
no the same.
I mean, by the way, did you guys hear about the crazy story of the guy who harmed a female and he was released with the explanation that he comes from a country that isn't used to females being allowed to be out in public, so he didn't know better? Oh boy, we are in for some...
When did that happen? Myra, did you hear about the stuff that happened in a mosque where there were children in there and the security guard had to risk his life, or actually he lost his life to save those children? Did you hear about those? No, you didn't. I don't think so you did. Because your content revolves against Islam, not in the favor of Islam.
trouble.
You haven't even reached the age of even having the ability to know what is right and wrong.
Nah,
They claim
I
if you were to
promise
come
you-
to me,
I promise you I know what's right and what's
hello,
wrong.
you don't.
Yeah.
If you were to come to me and say, oh, They say, this is what they say. Is that true? I would have answered you. They say, why would I say that? That's
Yeah,
an accusation.
I want to know your part of the story.
No, you didn't want to know.
Nah,
you accused me already.
Now I
so
want to
there's
know.
nothing to talk with you.
Oh,
Sorry.
I have a story. So
I think so. The guy should be a little bit more relaxed, right? If the guy actually came up to him and he said that, hey, did you say those kind of things or whatever he said, right? He should have been like, hey, I did not say those kind of things. I don't know why these women would accuse me of if he didn't say those things. Again, if he did say those things, he shouldn't be allowed to preach Islam.
So what are you guys gonna do about this?
Well,
He's not.
my colleague is caught outside or something from now.
Huh?
Why is this stand still up if he's sat here harassing little girls?
What? I'm not even talking to you. Calm down. Calm down.
It's basically guilty until proven innocent, right? So everybody's like, he's guilty, but they do not have any kind of evidence against him, right? I'm going to use this as like somebody from like United States, right? You guys need proof in court to prove that you are innocent. These girls are making an accusation, but they do not have any proof, right? If the guy actually said that kind of things to these girls, they should have taken out their phones and they should have recorded him, and then he would have gone to jail. But because these girls decided to make a scene, right, he's not going to jail now anymore. And you're like, here's the thing, there is no evidence that he said those kind of things. So I cannot make a judgment on what is going to happen to the guy or what should happen to the guy, because there is actually there is nothing to talk about here, right? The girls don't have any proof. All that we know is that they might be making an accusation just because he's Muslim.
Look, there's no way to know exactly what actually happened if these girls just decided to make it up because they were bored, but it seems to me like a little bit of an off thing, and I can tell you that he looked extremely defensive. Because instead of saying, no, I don't want, why would you say that? I'm here and peaceful. He's like, you are accusing me. And we all know that when somebody's in the wrong, they tend to get very angry when they get accused of it. Just get a little bit mad. And these two innocent girls are walking.
There's something wrong with this girl. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something wrong with this girl. I can 100% say that.
They don't look particularly attention-seeking. They don't look like they're trying to go viral. They just seem to be like, he just said that to us, and that's really, really not okay. And again, for those of you who aren't familiar, this is becoming a norm more and more and more everywhere in the UK, that people...
Yeah, because they are importing too many people that don't do anything for the economy, right? If you import people from like third world countries, right, that you do not want in your country, then obviously your country is going to go down the drain. And I've said this before again and again and again and again, that if you guys have a problem with certain people, you guys should stop giving them visas. United Kingdom is a country, right? If they have a problem with Muslims, they should stop giving them visas. It is that simple.
Not only people, that females are experiencing harassment everywhere they go. I mean, look at this one.
Aisling O'Shea was minding her own business in Shepherd's Bush when a man started following her. She charged... I can't read all of a sudden. She changed directions, crossed the road, and tried different bus stops. He kept coming. So you're telling me that white people don't do this kind of stuff? They don't follow women. You're telling me that Ted Bundy was a Muslim? Like, bro, it's just ridiculous at this point, bro. Oh yeah, Myra, go ahead and say that this guy is also a Muslim.
Just do that. Every time I move, you're following me. Okay, go where you need to go. I've got your face on video. Why don't you...
It's not always men, but it is always a man. Yeah, but whenever a girl is following a man, and a man decides to talk about it, you guys make fun of it. That is why men don't talk about stuff like this, right? But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's always men, because if a girl is following a guy and he decides to talk about it to his friends, he'll be called, a weak guy. I want to use the other word, but I can't.
You go somewhere else. You follow me from over there So why don't you just go now?
It's just so scary to be followed. It's just petrifying. But the good news is that the people of Britain have kind of had enough of this, not just with the Tommy Robinson march, but they're going after these people themselves.
Oh, she likes Tommy Robinson. That explains a lot.
Oh, another one to a Muslim lady.
Oh no, Myra, that man is also a Muslim. Could have said that.
Oh shit, the tram stopped it.
That guy, did you guys see his behavior? Look at this dude, okay?
Oh, another one to a Muslim lady.
Did you see her face? And now
No, Myra, she's okay. She's a Muslim lady.
watch this girl, right? She's just walking, and look at how creepily he gets close to her. Did you see that? How scared she looks?
So now you're also going to say that the guy was black. Oh
This
no, the
guy's
tram.
just harassing people in plain sight. He's just going up to these women and scaring them in plain sight. And that's become normative.
Where is she?
No.
Oh, he was black. Yeah, the guy looks mentally unstable, to be honest.
Nah, man, you don't touch me, dude. I've seen what you've been doing with the girls, dude. I've seen what you've been doing with the girls. Are you going to carry on doing that? I've got it all on video.
I know what joke is that joke, buddy.
Do you think scaring girls is a joke? How's it the joke if you're scaring girls? Why do you scare me?
The problem with United Kingdom, it is that they're importing too many people that do not do anything for the economy. They just what they do for the economy is that they just like throw it down the drain, right? And here's the thing. If you keep importing people like that, your country is going to be destroyed at the end of the day. And that is the problem with United Kingdom, right? If UK doesn't want people from a certain part of the world, they should stop giving visas. There is a solution to every problem if you want to find a solution, right? There's a solution to every problem if you want to find a solution. There is a solution with illegal immigration. There is a solution with, importing too many people that do not contribute to the economy, right? And there is a solution, but I think so it is far more valuable for them to destroy a country, right? It's profitable for them to destroy a country rather than find a solution, because there is no profit in peace.
It's a joke, man.
Let's get this guy.
You know what he just did?
What did he do? All right, let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get him. Get him. Get that guy. Get that guy. Get that guy.
Good. They should scare him. They should scare the living daylights out of him, because these people not paying for the ramifications of their actions is
That's the first time we agree, Myra.
something that's really starting to piss me off. You can't go around harassing people without having to deal with the consequences of it. And people are so scared because obviously in all of those cases they were immigrants and potentially Islamists, but we don't know that for a fact.
Potentially Islamists. So she's still going on about the fact that all of these guys that were harassing women were all Islamists. All of these men that were harassing women were all Islamists, according to Myra.
The first one was obvious. And this is
That's how obvious, bro. What?
to deal with the consequences of it. And people are so scared because obviously in all of those cases they were immigrants and potentially Islamists, but we don't know that for a fact. The first one was obvious. And this is happening to our females.
The first one was obvious.
Are so scared because obviously in all of those cases they were immigrants and potentially Islamists, but we don't know that for a fact. The first one was obvious. And this is happening to our females. Our females have to walk around the streets dealing with this problem. And so it is upon our men to defend us and protect us. And that is something that we must demand, not just of our.
Now, here's the thing, but if a Muslim man does that, if he defends his wife against a white man, you guys are going to say that he's a terrorist, aren't you guys? Well, there are differences between us, I would say.
our government who are proving to be useless, but of the people of our society. You see harassment, do something about it. Step up, say something, and don't be afraid. Kudos to those girls who went straight to the police and said this is what happened, even though nothing will probably end up happening because it wasn't caught on camera. Kudos to that man who saw.
Now, if all of those women were Muslims, she would have said that it's okay. I can bet on her. Like, I can bet on that. If all of those women that were getting harassed were Muslim, she would have been like, yeah, it's okay, they deserve it. She would have said it. Like,
saw that guy harassing and who said something. Good job of that girl who somebody followed her, and instead of just being afraid, she pulled out her camera and filmed it. This is the sort of evidence that we need. This is the sort of thing that we have to start creating as a society to push back against these crazy people who are just out there to harm us and think that they can get away with it. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
so obviously there are 95% of things that we disagree with. There are like 5% things that we do agree with. And I'm going to say this right here, right now for you, Myra. If you have questions about Islam, go to a scholar. There are scholars for a reason, right? If you have questions about Islam, I think so that you hate Islam just for no reason other than just to get views. I think so that's it, because you are even like going against your own women right here, right? So, I mean, I can just say it right here, right now. All that she does, all her content is Islam bad, every white people good, and deport all immigrants. That is her content, right? And Myra, if you have questions, you can ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a thing, you know. Gemini is better, but ChatGPT will be easier for you to use. If you have questions, go to a scholar. Go to a Muslim scholar if you have questions, but I know that you're not going to do that. So, if you guys did enjoy the video, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, peace out.